Hey everyone, greetings from Belgium on a rare night off here on the Steve Vai European tour. Tour is going great, having a great time as always. Just wanted to shoot a quick video, and like I did last month, I let you know about the boot camp that was on riffoftheweek.com. Every month it comes out with a new series of videos, which are videos from the categories of my practice regimen. As I said last month, you know, that's what the boot camp is. A lot of people don't know exactly what to practice or how to organize it, and that's what the boot camp is. I shoot these videos, you're essentially practicing along with me, and of course you can take the exercises and speed them up, slow them down, change them to another key, whatever you need to do to really suit it to your needs. So just going through what we're doing in September's boot camp, we're starting up with a warm-up here where finger exercises away from the guitar. I'm going to leave it at that. You know, because those questions come in all the time. How can I work on guitar in general when I can't be near the guitar? So to warm up here, I've got a couple of nice suggestions for exercises that you can do, finger dexterity exercises, finger strengthening exercises that you can do away from the guitar. Okay. Next, for neck theory, we've been talking a lot about intervals in the last bunch of months, and this time we're going to discuss linear intervals, looking at your fretboard and recognizing and practicing intervals you know, up and down the fretboard instead of across the fretboard. It comes down to every single way you look at the fretboard, you need to be able to recognize what's going on. In this case, we're working on intervals. So that's going to be our neck theory. Our general theory, we're going to discuss the bluegrass scale. And the Riff of the Week episode starting September, that's what it was. Also discussing the bluegrass scale. You know, because as guitar players, I would say that most of us play blues in some form or another. When you get together with friends, a lot of times a blues jam comes out, or you go to open jam night. A lot of times it's blues. It's not that it's the end all be all. It's just that, you know, it's nice to be well versed in blues and not just our normal blues. Why don't we work on different versions of blues? Major blues. There is a major blues. Bluegrass. You know, these things can really help to broaden your blues perspective. And since we are kind of a lot of us are blues centric, it's nice to have a lot of tricks in the bag. So we're going to talk about this month. And then for technique, going along with blues, the guitar is a unique instrument in that we can bend these strings and really make an emotive crying type of sound. That just is a huge benefit when it comes to blues. So this month, we're not just talking about bends, we're talking specifically about overbending. You know, Albert King overbent all the time, and everyone therefrom, it's a really great thing. Stevie Ray adapted it, and we hear it all the time now in more contemporary players like, you know, John Mayer. So that's our technique. And then lick writing, I wrote a really cool lick using the bluegrass scale in a B.B. King kind of fashion, but with some overbending as well. And then for the Jam With Me video, the final thing here, it's where we implement everything. Again, broadening our blues perspective here. We're not going to do a 1-4-5 here. We're going to do another 16-bar blues with some pretty, they're not outside changes at all. It's just more advanced changes. We go to using more dominant chords like the third chord. We're doing this in the key of E, so we're going to play a G sharp dominant at one point. Then we're going to throw in parallel keys, an A7, the 4 chord. We're going to go to the minor version of that as well. There's a lot of really cool changes. And don't worry if you're not hip with that stuff. There is, of course, the PDF that, you know, is the summary of the entire bootcamp, but also chord diagrams, and then of course the chart for the entire progression for you to print out or just keep it on your computer or iPad or whatever, and you'll follow along with it. It's no big deal. But again, it's just going to broaden your blues horizon, and it's challenging, but a lot of fun. It's really, really cool. So that's the boot camp for September. I just wanted to go over that with you real quick. Also, while I'm out here, what I started doing, just kind of on a whim, was saying, you know, I'm going to be in all these different cities. Maybe I'll do some in-person guitar lessons, and people have been digging them. So take a look at the tour dates. You can look at them at vi.com/tour dates, and send me an email. Whatever city you're in or near, or you're coming to a show, send me an email if you're interested in a lesson. And we can schedule a time. Basically, you come to the venue with either an acoustic or an electric and a small amp. And if you can't bring any gear, it's not that big a deal because we have a few guitars. And it's really cool. You know, it's nice to do some in-person stuff, and you get a bit more personal with the needs, and you know, try and get some good information and advice handed over. It's a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that, just hit me up anywhere. Facebook, Twitter, email, lessons at davewiener.com. You can email me there. All right, I hope everybody's doing well. I'll see you out there on tour.